Alright, we made it. By the skin of our teeth, chat, we made it. Alright, where are you gonna drop them? Of course you're gonna drop them on our people. Alright, I'm not surprised. So next up, I think it's time to move the Edelweiss up so that we can help protect. Well, now because I need to burn with the Shamrock to keep the enemy numbers down. Hold on a second, let me see. What is our objective here? Okay, we gotta destroy the heavy tanks. Got it. Well, that's unfortunate because the Shamrock is not able to destroy tanks with the turret that it has. So that's not great. I guess that means it's all up to Largo. Which kind of sucks, because that means I moved in the opposite direction to which I should have been moving in. Alright. I gotta think about this for a second, chat. Because we're gonna have to burn this entire area in order to get them out of the way so that Largo can advance to get to the tank, is the problem. And we're already looking at probably, I mean, we're gonna have to move multiple turns to get Largo over there. And they are absolutely gonna be taking shots at him the entire time. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're not gonna do... I mean, even if I hit him, he's like, we're basically not doing any damage. I'll save the ammo. Not reading mission objectives, that's bad tactical decision. I mean, I'm glad we're on the same page, Brewster. Yeah, we need to keep the Shamrock alive, that's the problem. That is the problem. We got a lot of plates we gotta juggle right now. Alright, are we actually close enough to do damage now? Not really. Still not? Alright. Largo, take your 1 in a million. Yeah, I didn't think so. Was worth a try.
I ain't broke yet.
I like the attitude, buddy. So once again, I'm gonna... I tell you... Well, fuck it. Burn him, Zaka. How many did we get on that one?
Man down.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
be careful.
baby. Look at that. We got all 4 of them this time. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Backup.
Shit. Alright, listen.
All units report in.
I know what you're thinking. Trust me on this one. I know what I'm doing.
When's that backup getting here?
And I say this because I know if Erst is still in the chat right now and he sees me doing what I'm
All
about to
units,
do,
check your current position.
he's gonna pitch a fit.
The Gallians have one too?
But trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Are you okay?
There is a method to my madness.
Requesting backup! Repeat, requesting backup!
Alright, are we good? I think we're good.
Gallian
I'm
unit
trying
sighted.
not to hit Dallas, but I'm trying to give her more cover.
Report. What's happening there?
Alright. Now, if you're wondering what the hell I did what I was just doing there, I'm repositioning the tank so that I can block the sniper fire. Because the snipers are doing damage to Rosie and everybody else at the sandbags. So by putting Shamrock between the sniper spawn and the sandbags, we're protecting our infantry. But I still want to give Shamrock the opportunity to torch any infantry that spawns in. However, if I was to do that without moving Dallas first, then the second I go to spend a command point to move her, she's going to get gunned down by that shock trooper. So I basically gave her a friendly nudge to where I wanted her to be so that she could still be behind the Shamrock.
Leave it to me.
And have cover from the incoming enemy fire. Like so. Oh, I know that you know what I'm doing, Urs. But I also know that not everybody in the chat would necessarily understand what my plan was there.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, that repair was not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be.
Keep advancing.
Okay, we might have a problem. We might have a problem. Largo is pretty much wiped out on his AP right now. I need to get Frisia out of here.
I'm ready to go.
Because she's about to get
Time
bombed.
for a quick step.
So let's get her out of this bunker. Make sure we don't step on the landmines.
Imperial defenses are finally weakening.
See, what do we got on this side? I don't
after
see
me.
anything on this side, so let's just put her right here for now. That'll get her out of the line of fire. We did get Marina, thankfully. Unfortunately, without the AT rifle, she's not going to be nearly as useful as I was hoping she was going to be. But we can still use her to deal with the sniper situation. Actually, I tell you what. I can't really see through the fire, chat.
Try to act as soon as you spot a target.
I think I'm aiming at... Chat, I don't know. I can't tell.
Nothing personal.
Okay, we got it.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Alright. We'll do that.
The intel reports live.
We'll
They've
get
got
Marina
two-
down behind the sandbags. Alright, so Edelweiss is Shamrock is relatively safe for now. Isn't there... I thought we had a repair booth. Or I might be thinking of a different game. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to use Dallas again.
Right away.
To repair the Shamrock
I can fend for myself.
second time, just to make sure that it stays in the fight. Because our entire defensive strategy depends on the Shamrock still being alive. So it is worth 2 command points. Yes, we did save Edie. We got her up. Alright, so next turn we'll move with Largo again. Try and get in behind this thing. Actually, you know what? It might not be a bad idea to try to get Largo up to the Shamrock. Just so that it's he's a little bit closer to the tank. And Cody88 roll into the chat on a Sunday with 1,000 Bezos bucks. Thank you, Cody, for the Bezos bucks. And a hi, boss lady. Good to see you, Cody. Glad you could join us. And thanks for showing up on our new regularly scheduled Sunday stream. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. I don't know if you have to work on Sundays. I know you normally work on Saturdays, but if you're working on Sundays too, still glad to have you. Glad you could drop by. And I see you, Flint. Hydration income. Oh, that's some good water. That's some good water, chat. I don't know if you guys know this, but water is delicious. Alright. Let us get the 8 Ice moving.
Entering combat.
Because if Largo is going to take out the southern tank, we're going to need the 8 Ice to take out the northern one.
Target locked.
The only problem is we're going to have an issue when we take a bunch of fire because we're going to need engineers to keep the 8 Ice in the fight.
What?
I kind of want to see, like... I'm just going to take the shot and see what kind of damage it does.
Fire!
Okay, it doesn't do shit. I just had to know. I just had to know. So I think we're going to have to retreat somebody and bring in another engineer so that we can keep the 8 Ice running. Do I have the deployment? I do. Okay, outstanding. Homer, you're in, buddy. It's a 4-4 rotational schedule. I won't be able to stay for a full stream for 4 weeks. Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Cody, but even so, you know I appreciate you showing up, even if it's just for a little bit. Always glad to see you. Always glad that you can join us. Even for a little. Wait. Oh, they're dropping it directly on the tank. Giving 0 fucks. Oh, yes! Show me that sweet, sweet radiator. No, no, no. No! I want the radiator. I mean, if you want to move closer to my Lancer, I'm actually okay with that.
Damage minimal.
You're actually making it a little easier for me. But it's almost like they know what I'm trying to do. Like, they're repositioning their own tank because it's like they know I'm trying to get close. It's too late for you. It's too late for you. There is no escape. You can go ahead and throw a grenade if you want.
Under light fire.
Again, and this is the advantage.
Damage minimal.
Because we are tying these guys down. Like, they're burning half their command points on this one spot. Oh no, he's about to radiator me. He's about to radiator me. Shit. Yep. It's over, Chad.
No.
We tried. We tried.
Sorry. I've got to bail out.
That's okay, he got closer though, which means Largo might actually have a chance. We might lose this flank, but look, he's pointing. He's pointing his delicious ass right at Largo. So the infantry are still gonna spawn in, which sucks, but we can hold that down if we have to. It's not ideal, but we can make it work.
Under miner fire.
We can make it work. Alright. Now, where are you gonna dump yours? Oh, what an asshole. What an asshole. Alright. Number 1.
Just watch this.
Largo, now is the time, buddy. Yes, you saw that right. You're not imagining things. These tanks are extremely durable. Alright, other things that need to happen. I have to spend a point to retreat Dallas. The reason I have to
This is
do
an
that
order.
is because she's not going to survive otherwise.
You've done enough. Pull out. We'll handle this.
If I let Largo and Rosie go down, that's fine. They don't die permanently. They're story characters, they have plot armor. I'm still gonna try to fight, but if they do go down, we didn't lose anybody.
Just watch this.
So I'm okay with it.
You're done.
I probably should have spent a point on demolition.
Just watch this.
It's too late now.
Boom.
That's one down. Alright, Cody. Well, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the
One enemy
Bezos
tank
bucks.
neutralized.
And
One to
as
go, sir.
always, hopefully the weekend will go, or hopefully your work day will go by quickly so that you can get back to enjoying your weekend.
Keep it up, everybody. It won't be long now.
I mean, that might be a little premature, Welkin.
All right.
Alright, let's very quickly run here, and we're just gonna take cover. Again, I don't think that Largo and Rosie are long for this world, but there's not a whole lot to be done about it. Alright.
Entering combat.
It's getting a little rough. It is getting a little rough, chat. But it ain't over till it's over. Let me see. Okay, the tank has still got its damage. So I think what we do is I'm gonna drop a payload right in there. Yep, because I knew we had some enemies in there. I just didn't know exactly where they were. Alright, now
Target locked.
we... No.
Fire! Fire! We'll all be wiped out.
Get off the rock, you
There's two more of
dumbass.
Don't go out alone. Back each other up.
Alright, now we turn.
The intel reports live. They've got 2 months firepower.
And that will help us hold down this flank. Now,
Your body's yours to use.
I really wish you wouldn't say it that way.
My flesh will not be desecrated.
Again, I really wish you wouldn't say it that way. Get these sandbags
Target
repaired.
is just in front of you.
Boss has to play Bullet Storm at some point. Selling point, Steve Bloom is a protagonist. Yes, this is correct.
We're coming to help.
Oh no, I can't repair the sandbags because Frisia's standing right next to it. Son of a bitch. Alright, well it is what it is. Let's get the Edelweiss repaired.
Thank you.
It's not a full repair, but it'll do.
They'll pay for this.
And then we'll get our mans behind the sandbags, because don't forget, those troops in the south are still gonna be coming, and that means they got that frickin' sniper out there. Alright. Marina,
Understood.
my girl. I don't think you're gonna be able to get where I want you,
Come this far alone.
but yeah,
Strike when you see an opening.
they have essentially blocked off the where I wanted to put her on top of the building. With fire. Hopefully next turn I'll be able to get her some high ground.
Sweet dreams.
Just keep up this pace.
And then we just continue to... okay, alright.
I'll make this look good.
Time for Gal Squad to go on the offensive.
If you're hurt, use some Ragnade.
Try to stay sharp.
Come on,
Let's
up
all
and
get
over.
back
There
home
you go.
alive.
This one's sealed with a kiss. I can do this.
That's one down. Again, they're just gonna
Yes.
replenish immediately, so
Who are these guys?
it's not over yet. It's not over yet. And then, as much as I would love to get Marina to some cover, I don't really have a choice. I have got to move Cherry, otherwise she's gonna be down in fire. So I got to move her. It's not ideal.
I'm so on it.
It is not ideal, but it's a must, unfortunately.
You boys like cherries?
Report. What's happening there?
Now let's see what else we can do.
Best of luck out there.
I think we do this.
Spotted an enemy.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Alright. So you are... what? A trooper? I'm actually okay with you staying there. I don't really care, to be honest with you. And that's the only enemy that we can see.
Don't
Well,
pass up the
alright.
chance to attack.
Fine. Let me do this. I'm gonna get you all the way up to the top of the hill as best I can. Get you as
Do
much
your
cover
nation's
as I
proud,
can.
soldiers.
And then let's drop a grenade on you.
I'm so gonna shoot.
Shoot, girl. Do your thing. Alright, and then we just kind of face her this way to help hold that flank. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be ugly, chat. This mission gets a little ugly, especially on your first playthrough. Okay, so they're bringing in another sniper and another lancer. That's okay, though. Because we've actually got some people posted up to return fire this time. Oh, yes. Wait, what?
Go down!
Guys, I hate to tell you this, but I think Rosie doesn't have any peripheral vision. Come on, Cherry, shoot. He's right there. We go. Oh, fuck you with a rake. Yeah? And Friendler roll into the chat with a reprime for 13 months, 1 year, +1 saying, "Heyo, thought I've been around longer." Well, you know what? A year plus is still a long enough time as far as I'm concerned. So thank you, Gremler, for the 13 months of Prime support. You do not have to do that, but I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you for being around for so long. That's the end of our cover, though, chat. We don't have any more cover on this end. So, like I said, I think Largo and Rosie might be biting the big one. Nothing I can do. Them's just the breaks.
Not yet.
Them's just the breaks.
Go down!
She almost got him on the return fire. That's actually impressive. Are you really gonna add insult to injury and do this with a lancer? Are you really gonna be that kind of asshole? Yep. He is, in fact.
Damn it.
He is, in fact. Cherry, were you gonna shoot at the enemy at any point? Just curious. Now the thing we're gonna have to worry about... Yeah, I know.
Damn it!
I know. Thank you, Largo. I appreciate your sacrifice. I really do. The thing I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to redeploy someone at the base. in order to hold it from the scouts that are going to inevitably come running up here to try to capture it from us. So I may have to pull the Edelweiss back and send another Lancer up to take out that tank. As much as I don't want to have to change tack in the middle of what I'm doing, I think that's the only option I have. Because the Edelweiss can sit in the fire, and it can also take the mortar strikes and we can repair it. Whereas none of the infantry can do that. How many rounds? Reploid, we have to destroy the tanks. The tanks that are dropping the fireballs, we have to get rid of them. That's the thing that stops this from happening. Alright,
Okay, I'm on top of it.
let's get Ramona moved. Come on, you can do it. There you go.
Right? And so I was all...
Now, if we take the shot... Alright, that ain't gonna work. So, we're gonna have to do this sneaky snake style.
Target is just in front of you.
Sneaky snake style.
What just happened? When's that backup getting here?
Now, again, thankfully, Lancer can't really do shit,
Try to keep...
but I can do shit to him.
Yes!
Nice work.
All right.
Keep taking them
Now
down.
we've done that. Pretty much, I'm just gonna post her up so that she's got plenty of open ground to fire at the enemies that are gonna try and come up. In the meantime, we'll do the same thing with
Leave it to
Cherry.
me.
I could probably run. Just so I don't make you guys sit here and watch me do that the whole time.
When's that backup getting here?
So then we do this. Take a shot at the sniper. Just to get him out of the way.
Like, duh.
Who are these guys?
And let's see, we do... I don't want to have these girls too close together
The target is
because
just in front of you.
then all it's going to take is one shock trooper with a flamethrower to come along and ruin their entire day. So I want to spread them out a little bit. Next up, we're going to need to deploy a Lancer, so it looks like Jan's going to be our man. We need to pull the Edelweiss back to the HQ base
Entering combat.
so that we can defend it, because otherwise those scouts are going to come in and back cap us, which I do not want to happen. So sorry everybody that's about to get run over, but that's just the way it is.
Divert the enemy's attention.
Alright, if I get cornholed by a fucking Lancer or something,
Are you alright?
I'm gonna be so pissed. Alright, what can I do from here? Not a whole lot. I mean, here, let's see. If I do this, does that... Oh, there we go.
Fire!
Well, maybe not. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
There's still more of them.
And we'll just have to go with that. Best I can do. I gotta keep the tank in the base so that they can't capture it. Let's see. Next up,
I'm ready to go.
we move Frisia. Get her down here with the rest of the girls.
The Gallia.
No. Actually, it would be great if you didn't do that. My man's dodged a grenade. Don't ask me how the fuck that's supposed to work.
Imperials closing in.
Tens totally stop armor-piercing rounds. Correct. I'm glad that we had this talk. Greatest military grade armor? Canvas. You heard it here first. Big military facts. Big military facts. Alright, Marina.
The hunt begins.
It may end up coming to nothing, but let's see if we can get you to the high ground and do anything useful with that at all.
I've come this far alone.
Okay, it doesn't look like I've got eyes on anyone there, but I do have eyes on these donkeys down here. Don't really need to worry about any of you. That's more scouts. That's the cannon bunker. I guess I'll take the scout then.
Nothing personal. Sweet dreams.
There we go.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Unfortunately, you're kind of silhouetted where you are, so I'm gonna, like, move you over here to hopefully not get sniped, but...
Are you okay?
You're probably gonna get sniped anyway. Tent-piercing capped ballistic cap... Wait, what? Tent-piercing capped ballistic capped rounds. I don't know why you put capped in there twice, but we're gonna go with it. Alright, Homer, what do you got for me, buddy? I could deploy one more person, and it might not be the worst thing in the world. I mean, we got a lot of scouts down there that can help. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. Because we're already bringing in Jan. That's going to be the person that we're going to use to take out the tank. I don't know that we need anybody else. I'm going to bring in Wendy to help defend the base camp. And I'm just going to hope that Homer survives his encounter. Alright, let's hope that Gal Squad can do the job. Come on, Gal Squad, take the shot. Gal Squad, take the shot. I have no idea why they're just standing there. Like, the whole point of me putting them there was so that they could take shots at the people as they run up, and they're just not doing that. I'm very confused about why they're just refusing to shoot this dude. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Like, the whole point is that they were supposed to reaction fire and kill these snipers. And then they're just like, actually, we'd rather just sit here and talk about shoes.
Ready.
It's like, alright, that's great, but it's also not helpful. I mean, maybe I need to move them closer. That's the only thing I can come up with. I mean, good shoes are important, no Carrion, I understand. At the same time, maybe not the time for that conversation when you're in the middle of combat. When troops are hidden in grass, they do not use reaction fire unless the enemy in question are within range to spot them. That makes a little more sense. Well, they better start shooting now. Oh, now he's gonna get down on the ground. Alright. I see how it's gonna be. Are you kidding me? Man, the game is really pulling out the stops on the cheese on this one. Really pulling out the stops on this one. Really?
My rifle.
Really? Just all the stops on the cheese, man. It is actually impressive how much the game is just like, actually, fuck you. Every direction with every form and function of a race.
For you, sure.
Like, really.
There's still more of them.
I can't actually go the direction that I need to go because everything's on fire. Because there's no way down that way. And so, like, I literally have to run my mans through fire. I don't know if it's an AoE or if it's actually running through the fire itself. Chat, we're about to find out. Oh no, we're not restarting, Kiwi. We are not we do not restart unless somebody dies. Or, I mean, obviously if I fail, but... We do not restart in this house, young lady.
For you, sure.
Okay, so it's just the actual flames. That's the part that matters. Got it. Jan, do me proud and hit this dude in the head. Just because I'm angry.
Yeah.
You did not hit him in the head. Jan, I am disappointed. Okay. Squad... How? Oh, right, because Gal Squad is down here doing absolutely nothing of note. I forgot.
Okay, I'm on top of it.
So if they're not actually gonna do any interception fire, then I'm not gonna keep them down here because it's basically a waste of time. So what I'm gonna do instead is get them back up the hill.
Focus on making smart choices, soldiers.
Listen, the time for me making smart choices has come and gone.
When's that
That
backup
ship
getting
has
here?
sailed. Alright, buddy?
We're clear to advance.
I don't think I can actually get to Homer. I hate to say that.
I can do this.
Are you sure you can do it? 'Cause you just missed with all 5 shots. Are you sure you can do it? X for doubt, Ramona. I'm not worried about Rosie. Rosie's got plot armor. She's gonna survive. Alright, Cherry is busted up. Frisia is also busted up.
I'm so on it.
But we need to get both of them out of here. And as long as the enemy's not gonna move, then I'm not gonna give them a reason to move.
When's that backup getting here? There's still more of them.
Okay, Ramona, do you think you might be able to hit one shot now?
I'm so gonna shoot.
Or Cherry
Say
could
the
just
word,
do the
Cherry.
whole job for you. That also works, I guess.
Like, duh.
Just keep up this pace.
Alright. Can I get to Homer without stepping in the fire, is the question.
How's their manpower now?
Well, not this turn, apparently.
I'm ready to go.
one of these girls is gonna be able to get to him.
What the?
Probably.
Get ready to intercept, soldiers.
Okay. Let's see.
What just happened?
Can I get to him? Alright, we can get to him. When did this become Saving Private Ryan? About 2 turns ago. Things started going sideways.
The target
And it
is
hasn't
just in
gotten
front
much
of you.
better since. I don't think you're gonna do any significant amount of damage at that range, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Just stay calm and get.
Alright. We end the current action. We have Gal Squad. They're probably gonna get gunned down. There's nothing I can do about that. What we do instead is we bring in another engineer, because they're gonna have to repair the Edelweiss as it takes damage from the mortars. In the meantime, we brought in Wendy so that she could help hold down the forts.
I'm on it.
So let's get her into position to do that. Try and slow down the advance from the south at least a little bit.
Yay.
Alright, that's something. And then squad roster is full. Marina will be okay for at least one more turn. So let me see if I can get Jan to cover. He's almost out of action points. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright. Well, then just go ahead and heal for me, sweetie, and let's hope that you can weather this turn, because if not, we're gonna be set back at least another 2 turns.
There's still more of them.
We're gonna get this, chat. It's gonna take a while, but we're gonna get this. It's ugly. It is ugly, but we're getting there. Because my mans is probably gonna take a bunch of shots from the sniper. Yep. The question is whether the tank is gonna take a shot at him, and if it does, whether or not it's actually gonna hit. Yeah, nobody has permanently died yet. Largo went down, Rosie went down, but again, they both have plot armor, so I'm not worried about that. Even if we can't rescue them, they're not gonna die. Which seems a little heartless. But again, this is a pretty rough mission on your first playthrough.
Yeah.
It becomes significantly easier once you've done the DLCs and you have some of the DLC weapons and things like that to make things a bit easier, but like on your first playthrough, this mission's pretty rough. Because your people aren't leveled up, you don't have good equipment yet, like you're just barely scraping by. Yeah, Marina's AT rifle makes this mission super easy. Because, like, the tank in the north, you can pretty much one-shot the turn that it shows up. And then completely remove it from the board. So, that's definitely handy, but we don't have that, unfortunately. So we gotta make do with what we got. We gotta fight the war with the weapons we have. Really? Telling you, man, the cheese. They be cheesing like it's a high-class party over here. As if to further highlight my point.
Resting.
As if to further highlight my point. They be cheesing like a high-class party out here. And then you're gonna shoot her in the back and she's gonna go down because fucking why not at this point?
Underminer fire.
Like, the issue that I'm having is that I cannot get any anti-tank in that direction. I just cannot get any kind of anti-tank troops in that direction. And it is becoming immensely frustrating. Alright, the Edelweiss is fine. The squad roster is not full, I assure you.
I'm so on it.
Climb the ladder, woman.
Are you alright?
Medic! It's gonna be all right. Leave it to me.
Yeah, that's
gotta
easy
pull
if
through,
you
okay?
cheese it, but
Okay.
I'm trying to play the game as intended.
Requesting backup.
Like,
Repeat, requesting
believe me,
backup.
I've played this game a bunch of times, and I know all the different cheese
Keep an eye on your
strategies to beat
equipment.
these missions, but, like, I'm trying to play it as if it were a blind playthrough, as opposed to, like, I'm gonna power
Get ready
game
for
and,
your
and
set
do all
footage.
the meta stuff, because, like, the game's no fun to me that way. And I know for a lot of
Pick
you
it
that are,
up,
like,
soldiers.
new to the stream, this may be kind of a revelation for you, but, like, I'm not a huge fan of playing games in meta ways or using meta strategies, because, again, I just, like, I feel like it ruins the experience.
Okay, I'm on
Because
top
instead
of
of playing the game the way that the developers ideally wanted you to play it, you're playing it in a way that kind of like saps all the strategy out of it. That's like back when I was playing the BTA campaign and people were like,
Please proceed
why do
with
you
caution.
DFA so much? And I was like, because DFA is fun. Because I want to DFA. And they're like, yeah, but it's bad because of this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, yeah, I know. I know DFA is bad and I know it doesn't work. I know it's an attack of last resort, but I think it's funny and I want to do the funny thing. No, don't get me wrong, Erwin. I'm not getting on to you about it. I'm just saying that for, you know, some of the newer members of the community that may be wondering, like, well, why didn't you do, you know, the skirmish to get more money and stuff? And it was just because, like, I'm just trying, like, for me, I want to share the experience with you guys, but also I'm playing through it for the folks that, like, have never played the game, don't know anything about it. So there's actually a fair few people in the chat that have been watching that have never even been exposed to this franchise before. And so for them, it's kind of their first playthrough of the game along with me and the rest of the community. So I want them to get, I guess, as close to an authentic experience as I can give them. You know, having played through the game probably a half a dozen times or more, I still want to try to give them that first playthrough experience if I can. Let's see. Frisia, I mean, I guess I should probably go rescue Wendy.
I'm ready to go.
I should probably go rescue Wendy.
Let's tip the scales in Gallia's favor.
Medic!
Alright, that's all of our wounded off the field. Now I'm gonna retreat you, and we are about to just, I swear, I'm gonna fucking cheese this so hard now. I'm not actually gonna cheese it, but we're gonna do some stuff. We are gonna do some stuff. So we're bringing in our remaining Lancers. I'm bringing in Jade. I'm bringing in Kobe. I'll save the remaining command point for next turn because I need to get Dallas to some cover.
Leave it to me.
or I need Dallas to repair some cover.
Focus on making smart choices, soldiers.
Possibly.
Open fire.
Unfortunately, the tank is kind of in the way.
Lancers, keep an eye on your ammo.
Yeah. And Jotun gifting a sub to Warsh.
Enemy unit
Jotun,
sighted.
thank you for the
Be
massive
careful, soldiers.
generosity and the massive chicken. And Warsh, welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions.
target is
Glad to
just in
have you
front of
back.
you.
Glad you could join us for another stream. Urs says it's bad because it never worked for you, especially the one time I asked the DFA. Had the jump jets taken off the Disco
We're sending
Inferno
units
so
out
you'd
to
stop
both
thinking
sides.
about DFAing in a fire starter. Listen, I'm not gonna pretend like I ever made those decisions because I knew what the
Right
hell
in front of
I...
you.
I always do the dumb thing because it's the fun thing. Except where people get killed, and then I have an objection. Alright, in the meantime, can you... Okay, you can repair this
Gallian
one.
unit sighted.
Excellent. Repair this sandbag.
When's that backup getting here?
And then repair this sandbag. And then repair this
Are you
sandbag.
okay?
And then for the remainder of this turn, I'm just gonna hide right here in the corner. Where the mean old snipers can't get me. Literally, we have Rosie, Dallas, and a tank. And Rosie's dead. What are you doing? Since when does this asshole move that far? Oh, the game has finally decided to stop fucking with me and has decided to move the tank. Go ahead. Oh, you don't want to advance towards the tank? I mean, your sniper buddy's got more balls than you do. No, really, what is going on with this sniper? He normally never advances this far. Yeah, you just have to inflate the sandbag. It's easy. You just hook up the pump and you just give it a couple pumps. It's all good. They pop right back up. No big deal. That's why you still see the thing on the ground, because they deflated. Okay, Lancer's going to what? Just take pot shots from downtown?
Damage minimal.
Alright. That's why we brought in an engineer. Okay, tank's gonna move again. I'm all for that. Please move again. Yes, deploy the reinforcements. Alright, here we go. Brand new turn, brand new me. First things first, I'm the realist.
Entering combat.
I need to reposition the tank a little bit. Because we are not getting the appropriate level
Avoid hasty action at all
of
costs.
reaction fire on the incoming enemies.
Imperial
I
unit
am
sighted.
turning my
Please be
radiator
careful.
to a Lancer, which is a bad idea. There we go. Rotate a little bit more. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to hold this angle. I don't have a lot of options. Suck it. And essentially I'm clearing that guy out so that I can make room for my own troops to be able to get by, because the scout will do some damage, but not as much as a shock trooper will. Alright. Now we need to get the Lancers past these donkeys.
Roger that.
Walter, you're up first.
You know, getting hurt hurts.
Getting hurt does indeed hurt. In fact, I've heard tell that people die when they're killed.
Just try and stop me! Get ready for a breakdown!
I mean, is it a nervous breakdown, and is it yours? Because I feel like that's probably what's going on. Take a lucky shot. Hey, look at that. You actually got him.
Just keep up this pace.
That's only like the third time that Walter has ever hit a thing that he was aiming at, so today is a red letter day for Walter.
Roger that! Enemy spotted!
Yep, that's a thing that's gonna happen. We're in a war zone, buddy. You're gonna find
All
enemies.
units, report.
Let me see. What do we got? Let's just, let's get this donkey out of cover. Just get him away from you. Alright, next up. Yoko, I hate to say this, but I don't think you're gonna make it, girl.
Leave it to Aunt Yoko. Let's see some work, ladies!
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you back here,
Support your
and you're gonna move next turn if Walter goes down. In the meantime,
Just try to stop me. I could hit you from here.
in the meantime,
Bullets will stop me.
hey buddy,
Die, die, die!
tired of your bullshit. Just FYI. Really
Next.
tired of your bullshit.
man down. Everybody be careful.
And last but not
I follow
least,
you, kid.
let's get the old man over here. Take care of this, dude.
Die, die, die!
We're getting there, chat. It's gonna take a minute, but we're getting there.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Alright. Now, we'll take up a defensive stance. I'm hoping that Walter's gonna be okay where he is. If not, that's why we've got Yoko. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Rosie. I apologize. That's just... It be like that sometimes, girl. I'm sorry. Oh, you mean more reinforcements like the past 8 turns? Thank you, game. I appreciate it. God, we are gonna get the worst rank. Like, I don't know what the worst rank is, but whatever it is, we are so getting it. Oh yes, please come closer. Please come closer to me so that I don't have to waste as many turns killing you. These are nice too, you know. I mean, it depends on who we're talking about and what we're talking about, but, these can, in fact, be nice. We should... No, I mean, we're hitting most of our shots. It's just... Like I said, it's a rough mission. We're not doing any grinding. We don't have any DLC content unlocked yet. This is a first playthrough, like... To be fair, I'm not playing optimally either, so, like, this is taking much longer than it normally would have. But... like, there's some very, very busted stuff in this game that makes missions like this super easy.
Die, die, die!
And we're not using any of that stuff. Now, for the record, chat, and I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong, because I gave you the option, and I knew exactly what I was getting myself into when I did it. But this is why I never use the...
Minor damage
I guess
sustained.
the optional turret types on the Shamrock, because the flamethrower and the machine gun don't do really hardly any damage to armor. And so you end up in a situation like with this mission, if the Shamrock was able to do damage to armor, if I was able to shoot that tank in the radiator, I could have taken that tank out in a couple of turns. Instead, I had to bring up Largo to do it because the Shamrock wasn't able to do any damage. It was really good at taking out the infantry, but that wasn't the mission objective. And that's one of the unfortunate things to me, and I've said before, like, I think it's cool that they gave the Shamrock all these different weapon options, but they don't really have a place in the game. Because the game is designed, in the late game anyway, it's designed around the idea that you're gonna have 2 tanks. And when you don't have 2 tanks, you absolutely feel it. Alright, chat, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save. And the reason I'm gonna save is because I'm gonna try to finish this on this turn.
Just try and stop me!
And if I'm not able to, like, basically,
Think I see one?
I'm gonna double down on Walter here and hope that he can get us the W. But in the event that I'm not able to do that for whatever reason, then I want to be able to reload and do that turn again. Flamethrower should have been a bow mount. I mean, I agree. But at the same... Here's the thing, though, and I was having a discussion about this, not about Valkyria Chronicles, but about game difficulty with a friend of mine the other day. And specifically about how, you know, you end up in this situation where people say, like, certain games are hard. Where it's like, oh, Dark Souls is a really hard game, and it's like, it is, but it's not. It's not a hard game so much as it's just a fair game. It's one of the few instances where a game, like, levels the playing field.
Go down!
Damn. Walter wasn't fucking around.
Operation complete. Both enemy tanks neutralized.
He just did that in one shot, what it took Largo 3 shots to do. But no, we were talking about, like, fairness in video games, and I was kind of explaining how, like, Dark Souls is actually very, very fair in terms of its combat. But people think that it's super hard because it's fair. Because they're so used to games, like, giving them a leg up, making things easier for the player so that the player can have that power fantasy and feel like they're the most powerful, the most important character in the game. But no, Dark Souls is a very fair game. Like, the combat works the same for you as it does for them. You're roughly on par as far as, like, the damage that you do and things like that. And so, you know, it's not that hard games are hard, it's that fair games are hard. Because most game players are used to having things, like having the odds stacked in their favor in most games. Oof. That's a oof, chat. That is an official oof. 10 turns. 10 turns, chat. That is an official oof. Can we punch the captain in the face now? You're talking about Von Damon? You're talking about John DiMaggio? He gets what he deserves eventually. I'm not gonna elaborate, but he gets what he deserves. And he gets it in the most appropriate way possible. You will see when we get there. He gets exactly what he deserves. They gave us a medal. We sucked so bad at that mission, they gave us a medal.
The watershed battle on the Nagyar Plains ended in the victory of the Gallian forces. It made military history not only with its ferocity, but with the duel that ended it. The Imperial army then fell to retreat, while Gallia's grasp on victory tightened.
Alicia, are you all right?
Welkin. What happened? I can't remember. What did...
Chat, Bakery Waifu is gonna be okay. We can all breathe a sigh of relief.
I was shot, wasn't I? But here I am, alive and fully healed. And it's like... everyone looks at me differently now. Like they're scared. Welkin, has something happened to me? Tell me, please!
Alicia, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it turns out you've been wearing, like, this bakery hoodie thing on your head for pretty much the entire war. I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you. People are making fun of you. They're talking about it behind your back. I didn't want it to have to be this way. But somebody had to tell you. Somebody had to tell you eventually.
Alicia.